books right now. First is Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas, of course. This is the second book in the Throne of Glass series. I did start with Throne of Glass. I'm gonna read Assassin's Blade after Crown of Midnight. I'm only 17 chapters in. I'm on page 130. And then the other book I'm reading is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. Those are the books I'm reading right now. I'm on page 256. I'm liking the plot and the story a lot better in this one than the first book. I thought that one was super boring. There was some romance going on and I was really enjoying that. And the story just took a turn where it just ended off. And it kind of hurt me a little bit. But that's okay, and that's all I'm gonna say because I don't want to give any spoilers. But I don't know why Sarah had to do that. I don't know why she likes to put us through pain, but other than that, I'm really enjoying it and I'm liking this a lot better than the first one. I know I said that already, but I don't know, I really didn't like the first one that much. Like, I liked it. I rated it 4 stars, but honestly I feel like it's more like 3. Like, I just thought it was super hard to get into and it was hard for me to like care about the characters really at all. And again, maybe if I would have started with Assassin's Blade I would feel different. Yeah, that was my little update. I haven't read much of Caraval, but I'm like 19% done with Caraval now. I'm getting through that one very slowly, but I'm gonna try and finish this book today. So finished Crown of Midnight. I rated it 4.5 stars. I liked this book a lot better than the first one. I don't know, I'm not gonna keep going on about how boring the first one was for me. Selena is such a badass and I really enjoyed the romance like subplot of it. But yeah, I've been annotating these books, and towards the end of this book I was like don't look at the words, guys, but like you can see how much I was like underlining. Yeah, something pretty crazy happens at the end of this, or towards the end a couple crazy things happen. I guessed one of them, and then the other one I was like, I actually started The Naturals last night. I started reading Heir of Fire. I got 141 pages into this. It's not that I'm not enjoying it, it's just that I'm kind of in like a little reading slump right now. I finished Caraval. I never told you guys that, but I finished Caraval. I didn't record me reading it at all. I don't know why. I didn't think I would enjoy it that much. I did enjoy it. I gave it 4.5 stars. I liked how like whimsical and magical it was. Anyways, but I started reading Heir of Fire and I'm enjoying the story, but I just feel kind of slumpy. I just feel kind of slumpy right now. Like, I don't know, because I also tried reading Legendary. I got like 15% of the way through that and I just like haven't picked it back up. I keep starting books and like I'm not getting into them, and it really sucks because I hate reading slumps because it's not the book, it's me. You know, like when people are like, it's not you, it's me. It really is though. In my last video when I was doing my TBR jar, I said there is such thing as right book, wrong time, and that is so true. And that's why I am waiting to read these books until I'm out of this, because I know like if I'm in the right mood for this, I will love it so much and be so obsessed with it. And I don't want my like little slump to affect how I feel about this book, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to ruin it for myself. So I was like, I need a good, easy book that will get me out of this slump, because I hate reading slumps. So I started The Naturals, or not The Naturals. I started Killer Instinct, which is the second book of The Naturals. I started it last night and I think it's working because I'm already on page 183. So yeah, I think this is really helping me because Jennifer Lynn Barnes just writes so, like, her writing is so easy to comprehend. Her chapters are short. It's like bam, 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 you know? And I think that's really helping me. So yeah, I'm gonna keep reading this. I really want to finish this today. But yeah, I think after I finish this, I should be feeling right. Hopefully. Because This reading slump is not it. Okay, something that's really helping me right now is picturing Briggs as Matthew Greg Gubler. Is that how you say his name? Reed from Criminal Minds. I fucking love him. And picturing Agent Sterling as JJ. And like I can hear their voices in my mind, and this is like, it's like really helping me to like get into the story. Oh, and the director Sterling as Hotchner. If you don't watch Criminal Minds or know anything about Criminal Minds, then just disregard everything I just said. It's like really helping me because I'm like, I know their voices. I know the way they say things, and I can picture them in my head, and it's like really helping me to get into the story. So yeah, even though like maybe the descriptions don't add up or like the ages don't add up, that's like really helping me. Hi guys, so a little update. I finished Killer Instinct. I rated it 4 stars. I think it was just what I needed. A short, sweet book, short chapters, Criminal Minds vibes. Writing is super easy to understand. The story like flows. It's easy to just binge and like read, you know? It actually got me right out of that slump. But yeah, I think that's a good series to have, like just to read when I don't feel like reading anything else. So yeah, I've been reading Heir of Fire. Okay, hey guys, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. I've just been chilling. I've been watching one of Destiny's vlogs. I wanted to update you guys on Heir of Fire. I'm on chapter 9. I'm liking it so far. I like that, you know, there's a change of scenery in this book, because in the first 2, you're kind of like in the same place. And by the first 2, I mean Throne of Glass and, Crown of Midnight. No, I'm not talking about Assassin's Blade. I decided I'm gonna read that after this, not after Crown of Midnight. Whatever. I like that there's a change of scenery. You know, I kind of thought it was starting to get like, we're just like in the same place the whole time, and I like action. I like doing things. I like when they go places. You know what I mean? I'm really curious if the romance is going to continue in this book. I know that Throne of Glass has a lot less romance than ACOTAR until the later books, is what I've heard. I love when there's romance in fantasy books. I hope Sarah gives me like at least some breadcrumbs in here, you know, of the romance. It also seems like the story is starting to really pick up. This series has definitely been more of like a slow start. Like I feel like I'm not super into it or connected to the characters yet. Compared to ACOTAR, by the 3rd book, I was like, I love these characters. They are real people in my head, and if anything happens to them, I'm going to cry. I don't think I'm quite there yet with this series, but I think we're gonna get there soon. I can feel it. I think when I read Assassin's Blade, it's really gonna hit me hard. But yeah, I'm gonna continue reading this. That's my little update. Introduced a new character, actually a couple new characters. One of them, there's like full chapters based for them, if that makes sense. And I'm like really intrigued. Like I'm really liking this character. No spoilers. I'm intrigued like what part they're gonna play in the story, you know? Now that things are like actually starting to happen, more characters are being introduced. And yeah, now I'm like trying to follow like 3 different like things right now. Okay, so you guys know in that last clip when I said I'm not like quite there yet, I'm not connected to the characters yet? I'm there. I'm there, bitch. I am loving this. Whoa. Wow. Okay. There's a lot of character development happening here, and I'm getting very connected to the characters, and I just know when I read Assassin's Blade after this, I'm going to cry my eyes out. I'm on page 374. I have that much left. I'm loving the new characters that are introduced in this book. There is a little bit of romance. In the first two books, you're mostly following Selena's point of view with like a few others in the castle, right? This one is like, okay, we're following like multiple different people. In one of them, I think there's gonna be like a certain romance that's gonna happen. And I'm like eating that shit up. And the way that this guy is acting is reminding me of a specific character in Akhtar. And I love it. And I love it and I love it. So yeah, that's my update. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. Oh my god, like, you know how good it feels to like, it's giving me that feeling, you know? This might be 5 stars. Like, it's giving me that 5-star feeling, you know? You guys know the feeling like, okay, when I was in a book slump, like, I just hated that because you guys know when you're reading a book and it just makes you feel things in your soul. Words on paper, affecting me very deeply. And there's just that feeling that it gives you and you're like, that's how I feel, okay? And I love it. This book is like getting a little beat up. That's how you know. I'm like, I need to annotate everything. I'm gonna continue reading this and I will update you guys later. I usually don't let her in my room, but she's really been wanting, not my stuffed animal. I'm 21 years old, by the way. I usually don't let her in my room because, hey, first of all, she tries to eat my plants. Stop, knock that off. And, okay, you're a menace, girl. But the main reason is because I'm allergic and I could possibly die. But it's worth it because she's just such a sweetie pie cutie face. Hey, she tries to eat my plants and I love it. I love it so much. Finished Heir of Fire. I loved this book so much. The ending was crazy. Oh, I gave it 5 stars, by the way. I loved, there was so much character development in this. We learned so much more about like the world. New characters introduced. The ending of this leaves off and you're like, oh shit. like what's gonna happen next. I have to pick up the next book. I loved it so much. The story is taking a turn and I wanted to pick up the next book. You know, I had to pick up Assassin's Blade because you have to read it before the Queen of Shadows. I'm about 50% of the way through this. I read half of it yesterday. I'm gonna finish it today. I'm so excited for this shelf to be filled up with Throne of Glass and then Crescent City once I get there. But yes, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see where the story goes next. Like seriously, it's getting so good. I love these characters. I'm scared to finish this because like something traumatic happens at the end of this and I'm just very scared. If you're wondering when you should read Assassin's Blade, I honestly think reading it 3rd or 4th, specifically 4th for me. I think that was a really good choice for me because it kind of gave me time to connect to the characters, specifically Selena, you know, and now I feel like this book's gonna hit really hard because I've spent 3 books following this character and now I'm looking at her backstory. But I also understand like if people want it in like chronological order. Personally, I just think this is gonna like really hit hard, max emotional damage, and that's what I like. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This was so much fun. I'm glad you guys were here with me while I was going through pain. But yeah, thank you so much, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. You better be there. You better be there, bitch. Okay, goodbye.